Welcome to episode 1 of the Fall Edit, where we'll be making healthy fall-themed recipes for the entire season of fall. Subscribe to follow along. For today's recipe, we're going to be making some healthy apple pie cookies. But first, we need a few apples, and we have some apple trees, so I'm going to go get those outside, and you're going to come with me. For this recipe, you're just going to need 1 apple, and we have 3 apple trees, so I'm going to go find an apple. I just have deer come and eat the apples on the lower branches, so now I got to see if I can reach one on a higher branch. That one right there. Okay, I'm now redirecting to our second tree to see if I can get one from the deer, even though I don't like the apples as much. Actually, I think I'll be able to reach this one. I have secured the apple. I think there's deer poop on my foot though. That's gross. There's only one bad spot on it, but I think I'm just going to cut that off. Okay, so I got this apple from outside. I'm going to wash it and then cut it up. This apple, these literally taste like candy. Okay, so I finished cutting up the apples, and now we're going to make the cookie base. So in your bowl, you're going to need 1 cup of oats, half cup of applesauce. You're going to need a third cup of peanut butter. Since the applesauce has no sweetener, I'm going to add a little bit of maple syrup. Now you can add some cinnamon and toss in those apples. Mix that together. Then I'm going to put these in little scoops onto this pan. And I just made 4 baked cookies. Now I'm going to put these in the oven. I have already preheated the oven to 350, and I'm going to put these in for like 15-ish minutes. Okay, so the cookies are out of the oven. Let's try them. Okay, so I got this cookie. It looks delicious. That tastes like apple pie and cinnamon. That is delicious. Welcome to episode 2 of the Fall Edit, where we're going to be making delicious fall-themed recipes throughout the entire season of fall. But first, lip gloss. Okay, now today for our recipe, we're going to be making some pumpkin bread. And this isn't just any pumpkin bread. This is a pumpkin bread recipe that's been in my family since I was like a kid. We're going to be making it today. And I know I said we're going to be doing healthy recipes, but you can have some cheat days. So today this pumpkin bread recipe is not technically healthy, but it is delicious. Let's get started. First, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees and grab yourself a bowl. I had to grab some more flour and sugar. First in your bowl, you're going to need 1/2 cups of sugar, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and mix that together. Add your eggs, 2 eggs, and some pumpkin. And you're just going to need 1/2 can of pumpkin. You're going to need about 2 cups of flour. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice or allspice, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. Mix that all together. 1/3 cup of water. Then I'm going to grease my loaf pan using some Crisco. Pour that into my pan. Now I'm going to throw this in the oven for about 30 minutes. Okay, so the pumpkin bread is out of the oven and it looks delicious. Now I'm going to cut a piece off. Okay, I got a piece. Now let's try it. That is delicious. Welcome to episode 3 of the Fall Edit, where we're making fall-themed recipes this entire fall season. Today we're making pumpkin spice protein balls. This recipe, you're going to need a bowl and some oats, some pumpkin puree, some maple syrup, then some sort of nut or seed butter. Add some pumpkin pie spice and some cinnamon. Now mix it all. Now for our super secret ingredient, some plant-based protein powder. Then if you want, here's the best ingredient. Okay, I'm going to set these in the fridge and then we'll check on them later once they set. Okay, so I let the pumpkin bites sit in the fridge overnight. Now let's try one. That is delicious. Welcome to episode 4 of the Fall Edit. Today we're going to be making some cinnamon sugar apples. So I woke up this morning and I saw this photo on my Pinterest For You page, and I decided that we have to make it. So it looks like they're just like cinnamon sugar apples, which is incredibly basic, but still sounds delicious. Let's get started. So this is pretty obvious, but I'm still going to tell you. You're going to need an apple. Okay, we got some apple slices. I'm going to sprinkle on some cinnamon sugar. Okay, that looks pretty close to the photo if I do say so myself. So let's try one. This one looks especially cinnamon sugary, so I'm going to try this one. Wow, that is extraordinary. Welcome to episode 5 of the Fall Edit, where we're making fall-themed recipes throughout the entire season of fall. Today we're making a pumpkin spice latte. First in a cup, you're going to need some pumpkin, some cinnamon, some vanilla, and some brown sugar. Then add some coffee or espresso to that. Then you're going to mix it up. You could use a drink frother, but since I don't have one of those, then you can put some ice in a cup and some milk. Then pour on your pumpkin espresso drink. Okay, this looks delicious. Let's try it. Wow, that is delicious. Welcome back to the Fall Edit. Today we're doing episode 6, which we're going to be making a pumpkin spice mug cake. Let's get started. First in your mug, you're going to need 4 tablespoons of flour. Then you're going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar. You're going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin spice, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Mix that up. Now add about a 1/4 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of pumpkin, 1 tablespoon of oil, and a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Mix that together. Then add some chocolate chips if you want it to be delicious. Mix that together. Taste testing the batter is a must. Yep, that's good. Now you can microwave that for 1 minute and 15 seconds. Okay, so the cake is done. Now we're going to try it. It looks delicious. It's really hot. It's like burning my hand. Okay, let's try it. And that right there is a top-notch fall dessert. That is delicious.